Hey everybody, Danny Bader coming this morning from the top of Camelback Mountain here in Scottsdale. A very windy top of Camelback Mountain here in Scottsdale. And it's probably no coincidence that it's so windy, because I thought I would do a quick Facebook Live for you and just share with you the main way that I pray. Oftentimes people talk to me about that. And see, here's the thing. Many of you know that I had a really bad accident. My body stopped. Something left my body, and it was joined with its source, and then it came back. So I was dead probably for 8 minutes in this room. And what left my body was my spirit. So it's not a coincidence that it's so windy today, because the wind is often associated with the spirit. You know, as you look around here, it's just spectacular here at sunrise. So for me, the spirit is what makes me go. You know, Danny Bader's just this body. And I've got my heart and my lungs and my brain, and they're certainly important for the body to go. But for me, it's all about the spirit. And that's that divine source, that energy inside of us. It's in all of us. So the main way that I pray is for me to connect with spirit. Now, you know, I was raised Catholic. I still practice that. I believe in Jesus for sure. And I have some formal prayers, right? Hail Mary, Our Father, Glory be. And I'll say them. But in my union, in my prayer, right, which is a union with God, I've really just called on the spirit more. And one of the best ways I can do it, two main ways, is just through breath, right? Because that's your spirit. Think about when you take your last breath, that's your spirit leaving your body. So for me, it's to just breathe. And I can do it anywhere. You know, I do it on the plane, I do it when I wake up in the morning. I just breathe in, and in my mind, I'm going, breathe in, spirit. And then when I breathe it out, here's the fruits of the spirit, written about in Galatians. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. See, there's think about that. When we connect with spirit, right, with our source, the gifts that we're getting are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. Who doesn't want more of that? Our world needs so much more, especially on this day of inauguration. Think about if everybody took some time, regardless of what your religious preferences are, but to breathe in spirit, that energy that's much, much bigger than all of us on this planet, much, much bigger than the politicians in Washington, although some of them don't think that from time to time. But that's a whole nother podcast. At any rate, you breathe in spirit, and then I just breathe it out. And one way that I can do it for sure, you know, so for me, connecting with spirit is prayer. Let me tell you, this hike up Camelback Mountain was one hell of a prayer today, because I don't have any music. I just take in the surroundings, you know, say hello to anybody else you cross on the path, and just really connect with that source. And if you think about it, nature's a wonderful way to do it. So I'd strongly encourage you, when was the last time you went out in nature and your sole purpose, being in nature, taking a walk, whatever, hike, was just to connect with spirit? I would strongly encourage you to do that. You think about Jesus, how many times was he out in nature? Right? He was in the garden, he was in the mountains, he was in the desert, you know, like we are here. You know, one time he was staying, I think, with Peter, I guess it was Peter's mom, so Peter's mother-in-law. And he left, and they couldn't find him, and then they found him walking along, you know, at sunrise, at desolate, the seaside, you know, walking along the sea. And he was just being still, right? And he was connected. And that I think is, for me, a really strong purpose of prayer. Now, I don't know if his gift for stillness was connected with staying with mother-in-law. That's a wonderful mother-in-law. I love you, doll. But do yourself a favor today. Connect with spirit. That's a really good way to pray, and that's one way that works for me. So I love you all. Have a great day, and talk to you again later.